What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Eclectic Beard. So this go round, we've got... So this was in the comments of the first Bandmade video, and I was like, well, I've heard of Nightwish. I've heard bits and pieces of stuff from them. Like, I know who they are. Like, it's hard, as a reactor, it's hard not to take them whenever you're taking a looking through, trying to find stuff to react to see people have reacted to, Nightwish. So, I've never actually listened to, like, full songs or anything like that. It's always been a bit here, because it's always a band that I've been meaning to get to, but just never took the time to do so. So this go around, we're going to take a look at the song that was recommended. This is Ghost Love Score, and this is official live video. So let's get into it. Very dramatic with the drumming and the sound that's at the very beginning. He has a very, like a dramatic show opening type sound. The crowd seems to be in it. Seeing the girl crowd surfing right there at the very front of it. Nice bright lights too. Dude, between the drumming and it almost sounds like I see the person on the piano, but the sound that it's giving is almost like a wind instrument. But it's got a very like epic movie opening or epic movie scene type vibe to it. Very operatic sound. Okay. Now we're shifting to more rock. She has got a beautiful voice. Holy hell. Bro, she goes from a nice, it's a soft, such a soft tone to her voice, and then whenever it switches from that and it stays, still got the soft beveled edge to it, let's say, but the projection and power and more, I don't know, I don't know, she's got a beautiful voice. Like, this whole scene, this whole song, from the beginning to this point, it sounds like it could be like in an epic movie type song. like on a soundtrack, like just before the build up to a battle and stuff like that. Like that's the type of vibes I'm getting from this. Um, this could very easily play in a Marvel or DC movie, like as it's telling backstory. Very opera type quality to her voice. Not only her voice, but like the way the instrumental is being done as well. Like it's very. I don't know how to I don't know how to put this to words. Like the very 10 minutes worth of video. So it's epic song length. That's for sure. But it, I don't know how to describe it. It's very like her voice. Whenever you think of rock music or anything like that type of voice isn't something you associate with rock music, but yet the way in which they've done this, it's got a very, I mean, you could tell it's rock. I mean, it's the guitars and the drumming especially, like it's definitely a rock song. Granted, it's more anthemic, more operatic in the construction of it, but her voice just throws you for a loop because you're not expecting something so just such an insanely beautiful sound. Like you're used to hearing for female singers a lot of times, like they've either got that rasping, that rah, to the edge of their voice, which is something that for a woman is really sexy to take and hear, or you take and hear something within that range of like they're half fucking tone deaf, but their use of their voice along with the backing vocals a lot of times kind of mutes that, and it's like they kick ass. This is such on a different edge of the scale that not knowing what to expect going in,
siren from the deep came to me, sang my name, my Lord. Still I wrote my songs about the dream of mine, worth everything I may ever be. The child will be born again, that siren carried him to me. First I've learned true love's sitting on the shoulder of an angel without care for love alone.
bro, that crowd is something else. It's a massive crowd. just look at how far back that crowd goes from the stage, dude. Like, you've got, this has to be some type of music festival. That's all I can think. This has to be part of some kind of music festival that they're either a headlining act for one night, or something like that. You taking, I mean, just Jesus Christ, all the way from over here. It's past this, looks like a amp or something right here. But the crowd goes all the way back. It goes back up in here, and it all the way. That is massive. Like, they got a ton of people at this place. Holy jeez. There's a sharp edge to her voice finally. No offense. Like, do not fucking kill me. Because I plan on looking at way more of their stuff. But the first 5 minutes of this has been Disney rock. What I mean by Disney rock is rock music that you could have took and put in a Disney movie. That's what the very, very first 5, almost 6 minutes of this has sounded like. Now, this, at least her voice here, sounds like that's actually what you would expect from a rock singer. That said, this is still very much operatic, like very much opera-like in the way its composition has gone. So I will stand by, and it's my opinion, but the very first 5, almost just under 6 minutes of this song has been 6 minutes of this has been Disney rock. Sue me. Still very opera, like even with the vocals. Her range is insane though. There we go. There's some snaps in that voice. Dude, the range just in this one thing, like, is this all one song is my question, because it's very much like an opera. You've got the setup, you've got the build up, then you've got where everything just kind of leads to a crescendo, like you vanquishing evil, basically. That she's taken and she's thriving, like she's overcoming. It's that that section of a freaking opera or an epic. That's like the whole vibe I get from all of this, the way it's been arranged. Bro, her vocals, dude. Golly. Okay. So I have a feeling I'm gonna get hate for my commentary on this video, which I want to see something real quick. I want to see something because this is very much. So it's a single song. Okay. That's like a rock opera epic crammed into 10 minutes. Like that's normally you have albums that take and have that kind of build up. Don't get me wrong, I like the song. I love the way its presentation. I love everything as far as the sound of it. Because at the beginning it sounds very much like an epic. Like it sounds like the opening to a movie, an epic movie of some sort. Like just before you go in, like just before the heroes go into battle, or as they're training or on the journey to take and go into battle, just before they get to the field where they're going into battle. The opening of this sounds like that. Okay? And it sounds like it could be whether it's Peter Jackson or a fucking Disney type thing. Like that's exactly the vibe, the sound and the vibe. Granted, it's beautiful. Then her vocals come in and they're soft and they're just a hopeful type thing, hopeful sound to them, but very soft, very elegant, and it plays into that same thing. It plays into the same thing, the same vibe that I get for it, from it. At the 6 minute mark, where for me it really starts sounding like rock, like what you would associate with rock. As far as what's popular on radio and stuff like that. Why is my camera so fucking off center, yo? Some bitch. And then it goes from where it's like, all right, identifiable rock. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, with her vocals, it's like her vocals are like. She had to have been classically trained as a vocalist, in my opinion. And I'm spitballing here, but tell me if I'm wrong. She had to be classically trained as someone that's either going to take and be doing opera, or that she grew up in a household that enjoyed and appreciated opera. And it's one of those things where she's got one of those voices, and even like just the sound of this song, it's like, I really love opera, but I really like doing rock music because at that 6 minute mark, that rock sound comes in. It's still got the epic anthemic operatic arrangement and the way that it's presented. And then and that's the point where, like, normally in a movie, we're hitting the stride. Like, it's went from this hopeful to now we've met the enemy, and now we're vanquishing the enemy. And that's what the whole last 3 minutes, 4 minutes of the song sounded like. Like, you hit that crescendo, you're meeting the enemy, and then you vanquish them. And that's what the whole ensemble, the whole composition of this makes it. That's what the feel it has, and that's what it sounds like. And granted, I call it Disney rock, and that's exactly what the first 5 minutes sounded like to me. Disney rock, like something you could take and put in a Disney movie and it not sound out of place. Now, granted, not meaning no disrespect by that, because number one, you got to be hella talented to take and make that kind of thing, and number two, to take and run the gamut of that they did in this. Like, it's, I'm impressed. I want to hear more. She's got a very beautiful, angelic voice, and her vocal range, as far as what she can take and do with her voice, outstanding. Absolutely fucking outstanding. There's no two ways about it. Just mwah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful voice, man. And she's got a very commanding, like, presence. And it doesn't matter if she's using the soft tone of her voice, and it doesn't matter if she's taking a rocking out with her voice. Just her stage presence itself of, like, I'm here and you're gonna fucking see me as much as you're gonna hear me. And she doesn't really have to move a whole lot to take and accomplish that. And that goes to a charismatic aspect of someone, just to have that commanding stage presence like that. Really, just I definitely want to hear more from them. So y'all leave in the comments other songs I should hear from them. Y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves. Peace.